Hey, what's going on, y'all? Maurice this way. And, well, listen up. First and foremost, make sure you go ahead and like, comment, subscribe because I really got a lot of stuff on my mind that I just want to get out with y'all. And, well, if you find some golden nuggets in this message, hopefully you start applying it with your life so that you can have a little bit more of a stress-free time. It's just that simple. So, today what I want to be talking to you guys about is that word. That pandemic that just seems to be going on and just it's spreading across everywhere. I mean, what is it? COVID-19? You know, COVID-19, the coronavirus. You know, the virus with the corona that is a lot of people's contracting and that's killing people. I need y'all to know this first and foremost. My heart goes out to all the people affected with the coronavirus and all that. But literally, what the fuck? What the fuck are y'all guys doing? Like, why is there so much of a freak out over this virus? I mean, I need y'all to understand this. A lot of y'all, you know what I'm saying, should not really be worrying about this virus. I mean, look how many viruses that we have honestly, been through in this 20th century year. Starting back with the HIV virus, and it was the H1N1 virus, then it was the swine flu or bird flu virus, and then what was it? The Ebola virus, and now we got the coronavirus. Listen up, y'all. Who gives a damn if you contract this virus? I mean, yes, there's a possibility that you could die. But understand that there's a possibility that you could die anytime. Understand that there's a possibility when you turn to an old age, such as 98 years old or even 100-year-old, that you could die. I mean, a lot of y'all are just afraid because y'all guys have not accepted the fact that, listen, death is here. I mean, death is something that we should really be talking about more, but not in the most grievous sense, but a little bit more in a celebratory sense, as far as it's part of us. It is part of this life. It is something that occurs and happens. It is just that simple. But people you see is just going off the wall, y'all canceling NBAs and just disrupting the whole order of life off of what? This coronavirus that really only about 100,000 or so people have contracted. Last I checked, and only a few thousand have really died from. I mean, I want you to understand, there's been more people that has died within this world from starvation than Corona has possibly ever killed off. You know what I'm saying? But yet, there's so much of a pandemic, and people was afraid and whatnot. Listen up, some of y'all out there eat ass. Like, let's just call it for what it is. Some of y'all's eating ass. Wasn't none of y'all people freaking out from eating each other's ass, even though you could spread E. coli and die that way, but you want to freak out off of a virus that really you can't really stop if it is a respiratory type of virus, if it's an airborne type of virus. You can only just accept the facts of what it is. Yes, you can do preventive maintenance to try to, thwart the virus from attacking you, such as increasing your immune system by actually eating more healthy, switching the lifestyle choices to become more fit, because when you become more fit and you go and do things such as working out, you then at that point increase your body's immune system, because your body is at that point releasing out the toxins that is currently within the past, so that then it can build up different amount of antibodies and endorphins, and just without getting too anatomy and physiological on y'all, your body will adapt to the placements that's being placed upon, and basically you're gonna have a little bit stronger immune system than if you just sit around and become fat and just eat all day and complain. I mean, yes, this could be construed, I guess you could say, as a tragic time. I mean, just because we have a new virus out here, but really you should not worry about it. You should have been doing the things beforehand to prevent something like this from happening in the first place, such as washing your hands, which a lot of us within the 20th century were being told that when we were younger. A lot of us in the 20th century have been told to work out to increase our fitness. But yet now all of a sudden we got this virus and now everyone wants to go crazy, haywire and all that. Who cares? Sometimes you just got to chalk it up with the L. Like, look, we got the virus out here. If I get it, I get it. If I don't, I don't. If it's my time, it's my time. And if it's not, it's not. But I'm not finna ruin my day and go all insane and all, oh my gosh, and throw myself in a cave just because y'all people was on some pandemic type of stuff. Now, yes, we could blame the media for the whole exaggeration, etc. But we all know that's the media's job, to exaggerate a lot of things. I mean, that's just what they're there for. I mean, if y'all wasn't being so nosy in the first place, we wouldn't have the media in the first place, or in the second place, okay? But that's just its own topic. But really, if you are that afraid because of the coronavirus of today, now is the time to really get more in tune with yourself and get those goals out the way. You should be trying to live your life more, as opposed to just sheltering your life based on outside circumstances, okay? I mean, they're starting to place travel restrictions, so if you ain't never traveled before, the stuff is being restricted, so you just missed a little bit of that opportunity. The NBA right now is being suspended, so all the NBA fans right now, we're missing, opportunities to enjoy our team like how we know to enjoy our team, because of a virus that is no different, if you look down on it, than really your flu. I mean, let's just be real about it. But literally, y'all, start living your life. If you don't believe in Jesus, start going to Jesus. This is the time right now where maybe it's time for you to just go ahead and convert to Christianity religion. Now, caveat, y'all, caveat. I was born a Christian. I was born a Christian, but I'm spiritual in nature, just because I have friends spanning across every religion, okay? So if one religion piques your interest over the other, go for it. Maybe it's time for you to get closer to that. Now, since I am a Christian, I want y'all Christians to understand. Now is the time to really get in tune with the Lord Jesus, because listen up. This will tell you if you're a Christian or not, or if you actually have a little bit of faith as opposed to just carrying the title. Because if you was good with Jesus, and if you was good with the Lord in itself, you would know that death should never be a fearsome type of thing, because we know where we're going to go, which is to heaven. I mean, that's just our belief. That's what I believe, Again, I'm spiritual, but that's just my belief and what I know from my experiences in my life. I'm not knocking no other religion for your other religion. Now is the time to go there, and basically it really will tie in itself. If you know your religion, or if you know your higher power, or if you know that higher being, something like this should really not affect you. Why? Because if you really look at it, at the end of the day, you're going to meet that human being. I mean, you're going to go meet that being if it's really your time like that. You should be celebrating like, hey, you know what I'm saying? It's just like that. I mean, this life is about living. This is not about, trying to really just shelter yourself and just pandemic out and, place blame and all this other jazz for this virus and everything. But y'all people was getting too out of hand with it. And I just thought I'd just really share that with y'all, because, again, what's the worst thing that can happen? Like, let's literally break this virus down between the best things and worst things, okay? Okay. So, the best thing is you don't get the virus. That's the ultimate thing. You don't get it. But should you get it? It is a good thing that we have hospitals that are set up the way they are now versus like the 1820s. If we got some stuff back in the 1820s, the death rate was, yeah. Or even during the bubonic plague days. That's for some of y'all that know about the bubonic plague. Yeah. We're definitely not in that time. So we have a little bit more, I guess you could say, a safety measure in place, as far as, the treatment that you get for if you do contract something like this is a little bit more organized than back in the day. But should that not work? Should that not work? Then the worst thing that can possibly happen to you with this virus is you will die. Congratulations. If you had a higher power, I guess you get to meet that higher power. Congratulations. But don't ever get it twisted, y'all. We're all destined for that path. And it's just a matter on how accepting are you to that path. Yes, we all don't want to go at a certain time, blase, but when it's your time, it's your time. There's nothing that you can do to fight it. So instead of fighting it, just roll with it right now. You know what I'm saying? Take the time to improve yourself. Take the time to work out. Take the time to continue on washing those hands. And take the time to quit eating ass if you eating ass. Because if you eating ass and you freaking out over some bullshit like this, I want you to understand you are a hypocrite. Calls it as I sees it. But literally, y'all, I mean, I want y'all to be safe out there. I want y'all to most definitely live the best life that you know how to live. I want y'all to most definitely be all you can be. Don't let what the media and what the mainstream tells you mess up something that really you have no control over. Mess up you. Don't let the stuff mess up you. You know what I'm saying? Don't let the hype screw over your plans or disrupt your thinking for whatever reason when there's really nothing you can do about it. It's just that simple. Break life down into the simplest form and you might actually have a little bit more of a stress-free life. Because if something is out of your control, such as airborne, in the air that you breathe, that you're required to breathe, there's only so much of a preventive measure you can possibly do. But there is things that you can do to helping boost your immune system to at least have a little bit more of a fighting chance. Do something about it, but don't sit around and complain about it and dwell about it, because that's only hurting you and it's hurting everyone that really is freaking out. Because if you're not offering no solutions, but yet saying, coronavirus, all this extra shit, oh my gosh, what the fuck, what is that doing? I'm trying to stop cussing, so, you know what I'm saying, that's why I've been trying to catch myself, because self-improvement, you know, I'm human, I got my improving I gotta do, you know? But I'm okay with the other side of things, okay? Like, this is why I'm coming to y'all with this, is because I am okay with the other side of things. And you should be too. I mean, there is nothing that you can possibly do in this planet to reverse it. Like, there's nothing. Just accept the fact that, hey, it's part of the normal human life cycle, and continue to be all you can be and strive that much more. Something like this should really show you and should tell you how much, you know, how much not only life and time can be limited, but how much you should probably start going after what it is and all the goals that you know to be, you know, for you. Because think about it. If you were to catch that, boom, Corona, CO, boom, now your mind's going to be thinking about all the extra shit, but what you didn't do while you had the chance to live. That is something that you should probably think about. If you have the chance to live and utilize this life that we all have in this most abundance of planet, I mean, again, it's not like we're back in the 1820s. We're in the freaking mother-loving 21st century. Endless technology available to us, endless ways for us to get what we need, services, vendors, Lyft and Ubers and DoorDashes and all that we would have never had back in the 1820s. So live with that stuff, okay? And if it's that time, it's that time. But now also would be a good time to talk to your families about, okay, listen up, y'all. This is part of the cycle. Like, death is part of the cycle. Either you're going to get it or you won't. But at the end of the day, don't let it affect your life. Even if you get it, still live and enjoy life to the fullest and whatnot. Like, there's more negativity going on within this world and all of this disruption type of stuff than there is actually positivity. Be the positive person within the life so that you can enjoy your life. Because at the end of the day, it is your life. It is your life. Are you going to choose to stay in fright, or are you going to choose to fight? It's just that simple. But again, y'all, I am Maurice. This was a nice little gracious message. Make sure you go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. I'm trying to grow my channel, of course. There's video, again, this channel is going to be based around videos of, you know, I'm trying to quit smoking weed. So there's one section for that, all the way up to business stuff, to even just like little mind stuff, such as what I'm talking to you guys about today, because why not? Why not? But with that being said, y'all, I hope you guys have a good rest of y'all weekdays and lives. Make sure you continue on washing those hands. Stay safe in time, but don't let the coronavirus disrupt your life. It's just that simple. Be easy now, y'all.